What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I welcome you to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus for the PlayStation 2, but played on the PlayStation 3. Maybe it'll come out for the PlayStation 4, and possibly the PlayStation 5. See, I like the number sequence. It makes sense. It's better than our Xbox original 360 1. What the hell is next? I don't know. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. In the last episode, we got introduced to the entire gang. We got Bentley over here, we got Murray on the other side, and of course we are playing as Sly Cooper, the master raccoon thief himself. And our goal is to go around the world and find the 5 villains that managed to tear apart the Thievius Raccoonus, find all of its pages, put it back together, and pretty much make Sly the best thief in the entire world. Because apparently that's what you learn from a book like that. You learn how to steal crap. I mean, I live in a pretty populated city. I can go down to anybody down the street and ask them how to steal something. They'll probably have 15 different ways to break into that laundromat. So let's go ahead and move on over here.
I've already plotted a route to our first
and let
target.
us start mission 1 with a really cool cutscene. They all start with these type of hand-drawn cutscenes. So, in.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog.
I guess they took his file at some point, too.
As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege.
Their fan moves really fast down there in the bottom part of that map.
He tried his hand at a bit of piracy.
Whoa.
Found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights.
Creepy frog. How are we driving through the ocean?
The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle of Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
There's a Welsh Triangle? Is that like the Bermuda Triangle, but for Welsh? Maybe? I don't know. Whatever. Sly Cooper in Tide of Terror. I love these chapter titles. So dramatic. That's probably the best one out of the 5, though, just to let you know. It's kind of sad that way. Huh. And back in. Perfect. Good driving, Murray. Way to be. Alright, so we are going to basically just move forward, and Bentley will give us some information about what's going on. Okay, so if you look at these little silver coin thingies, I did mention them very briefly in the last episode, but now they have Raleigh's hat on them instead of a star like it was in the police headquarters. You still need to collect 100 of them in order to get these special charms and the life ups and everything, so we must break things and collect them and defeat enemies and all that other good thieving stuff.
Hey, Sly!
What?
I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission.
Oh,
See
yeah?
that nasty-looking gate?
Mm-hmm.
It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
Oh, boo-boo.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects,
Yep.
like pipes and ropes.
Yeah,
And
sure.
anything the game
Like that
allows me
ladder
to,
there?
not just
That is
willy-nilly
correct,
climbing.
but do not
rocks
forget,
and
Sly.
other things.
You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it.
That's
Yeah,
apparently
yeah,
on my belt
relax,
or on my
Bentley.
cane or
I
something.
live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Relax, you little turtle, we'll be alright. I wish Murray had more lines. Bentley kind of gets really obnoxious and annoying after a while. Alright, so our goal was to get up and over that fence, and it's actually ridiculously easy. But before we do that, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show you guys this thing. There isn't too many collectibles in this game. This is probably the most I'm going to be doing in terms of collectathon on my channel, even though maybe I may play Banjo-Kazooie or something like that at some point. But these are message bottles, and inside of them contain, well, a message.
Now this is very interesting.
Or a code.
The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue.
Mm.
I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Okay, clue bottle. That's what they are. Not, well, it is kind of a message, but clue bottle at the same time. So as you can see in the upper right corner right there, you can see how many clue bottles are in this particular map mission thingy. So there are 20 of them from here to the end of the map that I'm in right now. And once I collect all 20 of them, I then have to find the the vault, and then I can use all of them to open up. So yeah, you need to collect them all regardless in order to get the vault open. And they're hidden in all different types of places. So make sure to run ahead and run around and really keep an eye out about all your surroundings in order to find them all. This is one of our first enemies. I don't know what these guys are called. I don't think these guys really have any particular names to them. You just want to make sure they don't hit you and you hit them. Most things are defeated in 1 or 2 hits, but then again, Sly is also defeated in 1 or 2 hits, so keep that in mind. We do have 2 message bottles way up top there, so how are we going to get them? Because we can't climb this pole. You would think we can climb this pole, but no, as Bentley says, we can't climb everything, only certain things. So we have to break it down and have them fall down to us. I mean, come on, Sly can climb anything. Why couldn't I climb that pole? That doesn't make any sense. Logic. And even this is a ladder. Climb, ladder. See, I can do that. Why can't I just, climb over this fence? Why can't I just grab something and climb over it? But what I do want to do, though, is I want to head over this way and collect some more clues. Message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Okay, there we go. Enough singing for me as well. Don't forget to collect the 2 that are up here. I usually miss these 2 on my run-through because I like to use that platform over there to jump over and land on that side, but this is where the other bottles are, and I'd have to run all the way back and run to collect them. Alright, so remember those laser light thingies that I had? Oh,
Hold on, Sly.
thank you,
See
Bentley.
those
I was
searchlights?
just getting to
One
this.
careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
Lasers!
Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner.
Why'd you quote
Fortunately
it?
for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Yes, those are checkpoint machines. Yeah, what the heck is the matter with you, Bentley? Why'd you quote partner? I know you don't want me to die, but you gotta be a little bit more supportive. This isn't our first rodeo, bub. But these things work pretty much the same way as those laser lights. If I step into one of the spotlights, it will sound the alarm, and then it'll shoot lasers at me and whatnot, and I will die instantly. My goal is to get to this little thing right here. Once I do that, these lights will disappear. So, run! Go. Crap. That wasn't good. Go away. Ha! See, even though I triggered it, as long as I managed to destroy the alarm, they still went away. So, let's break these Raleigh heads. They're really nasty. Definitely stay behind this because that guy throws his little star thingies at Sly, and they will kill him in one shot. Oop. He has a little bit of a homing range to him, but if you kind of jump and angle yourself around him, you can avoid not only his star, but be able to get a nice good whack on him as well. Yep.
According to my amphibio positioning system,
Water
that
camera.
big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
Nice.
That blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine.
Ooh.
It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
He's a frog,
That's me.
so doesn't he
Rain or
like the
shine,
rain?
I'm gonna steal my family's book back.
Okay.
If Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
Oh, on like Donkey Kong. Like this. Ha! Kill the bees. Don't like the bees. Splat. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Oh, we have a flamethrower guy right here. So, definitely keep an eye out on how far his range is, because you can get, right up to him, and as soon as the fire goes away, run up and give him a good whapping with the cane. This is, the most powerful weapon in the game, this game. It's a good thing Sly can never actually use it. Jump! If you didn't jump there, then the water would actually push Sly down over that way. So, and that's death. If you think it's gonna cause Sly death, it probably will cause Sly death. That is the #1 rule for this game. Yep. Slap. Good. And we got over here. We got another one. Very good. Only 5 more clue bottles to go.
Nice job so far, Sly.
Down
To
right.
get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using
Could
your
have
cane.
figured that out myself,
Just
but
jump and hit the
thank you,
circle
my
button.
turtley
Got it.
friend.
Jump in with the circle button to grab onto hooks.
It's got to be on the cane. The buttons have got to be on the cane. He has to do this, and then push a button on the cane to just go whoosh on magnetize himself to the hook or something like that. Up, yeah, got it. Anything around me? No? Nothing? Okay, good. Sometimes they'll hide bottles behind Sly as soon as he gets into an area, so that forces you to go backwards in order to try to figure out where they were and everything. Hammerman! Oof. Oof. Run! Bang! Alright, so as you can see behind Sly on his back, he has a horseshoe. Those are the Lucky Charms I was talking about. You see Lucky Charms! Woohoo! Basically, if he gets hit once, the charm will be used instead of a life, and he can continue on. Think of this as like Super Mario mode. Rather than Sly growing, though, he just is able to take a point of damage. This can go to a gold horseshoe, which that leaves 2 points of damage, and then from there, anytime you get a horseshoe or 100 coins, you get an extra life. And for the first few levels of this game, it's really not that... Whoa, okay. It's really, you'll be able to collect a whole lot of lives, because there isn't much here that can really kill Sly off the bat. It's just if you're careless and whatnot. And this I have to be careful for, because we have 2 sets of lights, as well as our star-throwing guy, and the... Yeah, there it is. See, there's the orange thing way in the back there. So I have to run through these at the right moment. That was probably the right moment. Was this a right moment? That was also probably a right moment. Go! Charge! Get away from me, you tusk weirdo! Ugh. And then I want to go ahead and run! Go! Go! Yoink! There we go. Okay, so here is the vault.
Has got to be somehow related to those clues and bottles you've been collecting.
I would say it is, Ben.
If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
Now, each one of the each one of the vaults has a specific code to it. That does not change from game to game. It will always be the same code. I haven't memorized all those codes because there's no need to, because you can't open up the vaults even if you knew the code beforehand. You need to collect every single bottle in order for you to even have the option to open the vault. And in order to get our last few, we have to make our way up yonder to those lighthousey things. So let's go here. Okay, I thought I almost missed that. I was very, very scared there for a moment. I like how Sly holds the cane in his mouth, when crawling up these things. So he doesn't exactly put it on his back. He always has it at the ready somewhere. Yes? Okay, there we go. Good job, Sly. Head on over, and we got 2 more bottles to snag. Whoop. Yoink! Yoink! And that is it! Woohoo!
That's the final clue to crack the code.
I'm excited too, Ben.
Now find out vault, and I'll give you the instructions to open it.
I found it! Ben! I found the vault! I found the vault! It's right here! Ooh! Okay, that's really solid.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
He says that every single time you approach a vault with all of the keys. You ever play Skyward Sword and have Fee kind of jump at you every 5 seconds telling you picked up a rupee? Well, by like the 20-some-off level, Bentley still informs you to press the circle button to open the vault.
The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
Nice, very good. He gets pretty creative with some of the things he says in terms of how he's able to crack the codes. Oops, let's go the other way. It's a little bit faster. And open Scissor Slide. Ooh, we're at 1% complete. Isn't that amazing? And we got a page. Nice.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus.
Woohoo!
This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move.
My favorite in the game.
Press the triangle button to use it.
Yay, now we get to use another button. Here, have this. Whoop. So now we can actually use, we have X to jump, square to swing, and then triangle is going to be our special attack button. So for right now we have the dive move, which is that. So you can run around, and if you're close to somebody, even from a standstill position, you can do a dive move and do like a forward attack momentum. It's really good for those guys that shoot like fire and hammers and whatnot, because you can wait for them to do their attack and then quickly just go, and then beat them. We'll be collecting a lot of different special moves for Sly throughout the game, all of them within the, most of them within the saves here, the vaults. Some of them we get just through story progression. But now that we have finished that, let's go ahead and get the key from that thing. Aha! Another percentage added to the completion ranking. Nice. This is not a 100% complete run, and I'll explain that. Actually, I'll explain that right here. Let's use our newfound key to break open this. Well, actually, it just moves the gate down. I thought it was going to be a little more dramatic, but moving up to the Prowling Grounds, which is the main hub to Raleigh's map area. And Bentley points out a few things right here.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat.
And the rain stop,
If
too.
Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access
Such a
Raleigh's
negative
blimp,
Nancy, Ben.
you would have to
Man.
sneak through that high-voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator.
Okay.
And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Ooh.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Seriously,
Fine.
man.
But I warned you. I
Yeah.
marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
See? What the hell, Ben? Like, you have a little bit more faith in me, my friend. My gosh, you're kind of a jerk. But as I was saying before, if you look down in the bottom right, you can see the name of a certain map area that I can go into and all the possible things for it. The first blue little icon there is the key symbol. That's just completing the level from beginning to end. The second one is the vault icon. That would be collecting all of the mystery clues in the level and then opening the vault. And the third red one over there is time trial. I will be doing the keys. I will be doing the vaults. I will not be doing the time trials unless you guys want me to, but I really don't see the point in them. They don't really add anything to the game or take it away. Getting the keys and getting the vaults are really my main objectives for this. So by the time everything is all said and done, I'll probably be about 84% done with the game. But that is everything except for the time trials. So that's my goal for this particular game, showing you guys how to get all of the keys and then all of the vaults opening. And as you can see, each place has their own set of stuff. There's some that only have a key in it, but that's not in this particular area. We now have our choice of any one of these areas to go to first. We'll have to run there on our own in order to access the map, but I am going to do those in the next episode, or at least start going through them anyway. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to rate and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, Metalblade427. Let me know what you think so far of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Let me know any suggestions or whatever you have in terms of best ways for me to go through this game. I've beaten it a bunch of times. I have a good idea, but I always like hearing your strategies, your ideas, and things along that ways. And until next time, everyone, you have a good one, and I will catch you all later.